Okay, now let us learn about the option contract. So first we'll be discussing a call option. Here we are having Ram and here we are having a broker. The contract says that Ram might buy one share of Wipro at 400 from his broker any time during the week. So Ram might, that means he may buy or he may not buy. So there is a choice. One share of Wipro at 400, the price is decided today, from his broker anytime during this week. So he can do it on Monday, Tuesday, or let's say any day till Friday. Ram in this case has a choice to buy. So if he wants, he can buy. If he doesn't want to buy it from the broker, he will not buy it from the broker. He will buy from somewhere else. The broker, on the other hand, he has an obligation to sell if Ram asks. So if Ram is going to the broker and saying that I want to buy the share of Wipro from you, then he has to sell it. The broker cannot back out. So he is having an obligation. Ram is having a choice. He can either buy it from the broker or he can buy it from somewhere else. The broker has an obligation. He compulsorily has to sell the share to Ram if Ram asks. Now, because this is a tricky contract in which one party is having a choice and the other party is having an obligation, the person who is having a choice is paying a premium to the person who is selling this option. So Ram is buying the option. He is paying a premium of 5 rupees to the broker. The broker is selling the option. This option is a call option. Call means it is an option to buy the underlying. So call means buy. We will always be referring to the call option as an option to buy the underlying a particular asset at the agreed upon price. The price is also set today only. Ram is known as the long call. So person who is having the option or the person who is buying the option is known as a long call. So long call is Ram. He is buying the option and this option is to buy the underlying. So he is buying an option and the option is to buy the underlying. The broker is the short call. He is selling the option and this option is to buy the underlying. That is, he will deliver the underlying if called for. If Ram asks for the share, then the broker has to sell it to him. The strike price is the agreed upon price at which the transaction will happen. So in our example, the strike price is 400. Expiry is the date on or before which you can use the contract. So from our example, Ram can decide whether he wants to buy the share of Wipro from his broker and he has got 1 week to decide. He can do it anytime during the week. But he cannot do this next week because this particular option is expiring at the end of the week. Premium is the money that is paid upfront to enter into the contract. So it is the money that Ram is paying to the broker in order to ask him to enter into the contract. So it is the money paid upfront and the long call is paying the premium to the short call. The buyer of the option is paying the premium to the seller of the option. This is not an advance or it's not a token kind of money. This is a payment you are making to the other person so that they want to enter into a contract with you. Buyer of the option pays premium to the seller of the option. So the most important sentence from this particular slide that you have to know is a call option is an option to buy the underlying asset. It's a choice to buy the underlying asset. Ram is having the choice. Ram is the long call. Broker is the short call. And he is having an obligation. Moving on. Suppose Wipro is trading at 400 in the spot market today and Ram is feeling that Wipro will go up to 425 by this weekend. So 400 is the price at the spot market and Ram is bullish. He is expecting the prices to go up. So if you're expecting the prices to go up, you are a bull or you are bullish about the market. If Ram buys Wipro in the spot market, he has to pay the entire amount of 400. But because he is buying the option, he only has to pay 5 today. So this is the reason why somebody wants to use the option contract. Because if you buy the underlying, if you buy the share of Wipro in the spot market, you have to immediately pay 400 rupees. But because you're buying only a contract, you have to pay only 5 rupees in order to buy this contract today. Let us consider two possible scenarios that could happen this week. Now, there are multiple scenarios that can happen, but let us consider two scenarios. If Wipro indeed goes up, Ram was expecting the prices to go up to 425 and Wipro goes up to 425 on Thursday. Ram will exercise the option contract and he will buy the shares of Wipro from his broker at the agreed price of rupees 400. Now, Ram can buy the share of Wipro, let us say from NSE, or he can buy the share from his broker. The price at NSE is how much? It is 425. Broker will sell the share to him at 400. So this is like you're getting something in Amazon for 400 and in, let's say, any shopping mall, you're getting the same item at 425. You definitely want to buy this particular item. Where will you buy it from? Obviously from Amazon. So from our example, Ram can buy the share at 400 from the broker. If he buys it from the NSE, he has to pay 425. So obviously he will decide to buy it from the broker. That means he is exercising the option. He is going to the broker and saying that I want to buy the share of Wipro as we have agreed, and you have to compulsorily sell it to me at 400 because that is the price at which we agreed to do this transaction. So Ram will exercise his option contract and he will buy the shares of Wipro from his broker at the agreed upon price of 400. He can then sell the shares of Wipro if he wants. So if he wants, he can sell the share of Wipro in the spot market for 425 and he can immediately make a profit of rupees 25. This 25 is his gross profit. Why is it the gross profit? Now he has also paid a premium of rupees 5 in order to purchase this contract and we have to adjust it with the profit. So 25 minus 5 gives us a net profit of rupees 20. So Ram in this scenario is having a net profit of 20. If he is having a net profit of 20, the broker is having a net loss of 20. So if this person is winning, then this person is going to lose. So this was scenario 1. Let us consider another scenario. If by this weekend the shares of Wipro don't go up, so Ram was very wrong in his analysis, Wipro went down to 380, or let us say something bad happened in the market and the prices did not move as expected. So now again, in the NSE, Wipro is available at a price of 380, but broker will sell it to you at 400. So it is like you're getting something in Amazon for 400 and in the open market you are getting it at 380. So obviously you will not buy it from Amazon. So he is not going to buy it from the broker. Whether he buys it from the NSE or not is immaterial. This contract is not going to be exercised. That means he is not going to buy the share from his broker and the week is already coming to an end. So there is no scope that, let's say, the prices are going to go up. The prices are going down continuously. So because he is not exercising this option contract, what will happen? He has paid a premium of 5. He is going to lose the money that he had paid in order to enter into this contract. So he is going to lose the premium paid. The broker, on the other hand, he is going to get to keep the 5 rupees that he has received because Ram is not going to exercise his contract. So I want you to take a couple of minutes to understand this, to let this settle in your mind so that whenever you come up with any question in order to calculate the payoff of a call option. When I say payoff, I mean who is having a profit, who is having a loss. So you are able to think about it, imagine it in your mind, and then you are able to come up with a conclusion or an answer without using any kind of formula. So I have not used any formulas over here. This is completely driven by logic, just plus and minus calculation of profit and loss. Let us see some more scenarios and understand this concept in detail. We have already seen this. If the spot price is 425, now think about the spot price as the price is at NSE, and exercise price is the price that broker is giving you. So in NSE, you're getting the share at 425. Broker is giving to you at 400. Will you buy it from the broker? The answer is yes. So that means the option is exercised. Next, we will be covering the concept of moneyness. In order to determine the moneyness for a call option, what we are going to do is we are going to compare the spot price with the exercise price. If the spot price is greater than the exercise price, so over here I've written it, when the spot price is greater than the exercise price, that means you are going to exercise the option. So it means that your option is in the money. ITM means in the money. That means if you are going to exercise this option, you are going to get a profit. One very important thing that you have to know over here, when I'm calculating the moneyness, I am just comparing the spot price with the exercise price. I am not taking into account the premium. You should not think about the premium over here. We are just comparing the spot price with the exercise price to determine whether the option is in the money or not. We are not taking into account the premium. The next is the payoff. Now we are going to calculate the payoff to Ram. He is getting to buy a share at 400 when the price is actually 425. That means you are making a profit of 25 in this transaction. But you have paid a premium of 5, so your net profit is 20. We are adjusting the premium only over here. We are not adjusting the premium in moneyness. If we think about it from the broker's perspective, broker has to compulsorily sell something at 400. If this contract did not exist, he could have sold it at 425, but he compulsorily has to sell it at 400. But he is getting a premium of 5. So that is why his net loss is 20. If Ram is making a net profit of 20, the broker is facing a net loss of 20. If the share price of Wipro in the spot market in NSE is 380, Ram will not exercise the option. Over here, the option is an OTM. That means out of the money. OTM is out of the money, or out the money if you want to call it. So when the spot price is less than the exercise price, or when you are not exercising the option, we say that the option is OTM, or out the money, out of the money. Because Ram is not exercising the option, he will lose the premium that he has paid, and broker gets to keep the premium. So that is why it is -5 net payoff to Ram and +5 net payoff to broker. What if the spot price and the exercise price are the same? Over here, it doesn't matter whether you are going to exercise the option or not, because you can buy it either from the NSE or from the broker. It is costing the same. This particular option is known as an ATM, or at the money option. So when the spot price is equal to the strike price, we say that it is an ATM option. Again, keep this in mind that we are not taking into account the premium over here. So because the option may not be exercised over here, Ram is going to lose the 5 rupees that he has paid, and broker gets to keep the 5 that he has paid. What if the price shoots up? So let's say Wipro is getting some good news and the price goes up to 450. So in NSE, Ram gets to buy it at 450, but with his broker, he gets to buy it at 400. Will he exercise the option? Now you're getting to buy something at 400 when the actual market price is 450. So obviously you will exercise the option. It is an in the money option. Gross profit is 50. He has paid a premium of 5. So net profit is 45. So net profit for Ram is 45. Broker is having a net loss of 45. If the share price comes down to 350, it crashes, some bad news happens in the market, then Ram will not exercise the option. It is an OTM option because it is not exercised. Ram will lose only 5 rupees. The broker will gain 5 rupees. Now I want you to think about this scenario. If Ram had purchased the shares of Wipro in the spot market at 400 and he did not buy this call option contract, the price goes down to 350. That means he is facing a loss of 50 rupees per share in this transaction. But because he did not buy the share, he bought an option contract and the scenario went unfavorably for him. He's losing how much? Only 5. If he had purchased the shares, he would have lost 50. But because he is buying only the option, he is losing only the premium that he has paid. Now, what if, let's say, there is a unique price of 405? In NSE, you are getting it to buy it at 405. With the broker, you are getting it to buy it at 400. So obviously, you will exercise the option because the spot price is greater than the strike price. It is an in the money option. You are making a profit of 5, but you have paid a 5 rupees premium. So that means over here, your net profit and loss is 0. If it is 0 for you, it is also 0 for the broker. And we say that this is the break-even price. So the price of 405 rupees is known as the break-even price. That means at this price, nobody is going to make a profit. Nobody is going to make any loss. Even if the option is at a break-even price, it is still an in the money option. So always keep this in mind. If we are at the break-even price, the option is still an in the money option. What if the price is 403? Now you get to buy it in the NSE at 403. From the broker, you get to buy it at 400. So obviously you are going to exercise the option because you are getting it cheap. Even if you are getting it 1 rupee cheap, it is still cheap. The spot price is greater than the strike price. It is an in the money option. You're making a profit of 3, but you have paid a premium of 5. So here you're making a small loss of 2 rupees. The broker is making a profit of 2 rupees. If you say that, let us not exercise the option because I'm getting a loss of 2 rupees. If you don't exercise the option, you will lose 5 rupees. So it is better to exercise the option and lose 2 rupees rather than not exercising the option and losing 5 rupees. So even though you're facing a loss, you still will exercise the option in order to reduce that loss. I hope this is clear. Spend some time over here, understand this calculation. It's a very easy calculation. You just have to do a plus and minus. You just have to imagine and think, am I going to make a profit or am I going to make a loss? It always helps if you keep yourself in the shoes of Ram and think about the entire scenario. Even if the question is asking you to solve it from the broker's perspective, think about from Ram's perspective and then just change the sign. If Ram is having a profit of 5, the broker is losing 5. If Ram is having a loss of 5, then broker is having a profit of 5. If Ram is having a profit of 50, then broker is having a loss of 50. So I'll repeat my statement. Always place yourself in the shoes of Ram because it is very easy to think and decide whether the option is going to be exercised or not. And if the question is asking you to solve it from the broker's perspective, please keep in mind that you just have to change the sign. If it is positive for Ram, it is negative for the broker and vice versa. Now over here, there is a shortcut if you want to calculate what is the break-even price. So break-even price can be calculated using a formula X plus P, where X is the strike price, 400, premium paid is 5. So your break-even price is 405. It is a price at which it's a no profit, no loss situation for both the parties. And then if the spot price is greater than the strike price, the option is in the money. If it is less, then it is out of the money. If it is equal, then it is at the money. So there are 3 types of moneyness. in the money, out of the money, and at the money. Let us calculate the payoff diagram for RAM. Now, in order to calculate the payoff, you have to solve these questions first and come up with the net profit and loss. Over here, we are plotting the stock price on the x-axis, the profit or loss on the y-axis. So in this quadrant, we are going to plot the profits, and in this quadrant, we are going to post the loss. The strike price is over here, which is 400. And also we are going to plot the spot price over here in this particular line only. So let us say the strike price is 400 and the spot price is also 400. So strike price is 400, spot price is 400. In this scenario, RAM is facing a loss of 5. If the spot price is 380, the spot price is 380, RAM is still losing 5 rupees. If the spot price is 350, RAM is still losing 5 rupees only. On the other hand, if the spot price is at 405, then it is a break-even point. At this particular point, the profit and loss is 0 for either parties. If the stock price is 450, then RAM is making a profit of 50 minus premium paid 5. He's making a profit of 45. If the price is 410, then RAM is making a profit of 10 minus 5, which is equal to 5 rupees. The losses are restricted. The loss is always going to be 5 rupees, but the profit potential is unlimited. If Wipro becomes 1000, Ram will make a profit of 600 from the option contract. He has paid a premium of 5. He still gets to make a profit of 595 rupees. But in the worst case scenario, even if Wipro goes down to 0, Ram is going to still lose only 5 rupees. So unlimited profits and limited losses. This is the payoff diagram for the long call. Let us see the payoff diagram for the short call, that is the broker. If the strike price, I'm keeping it as 400, and the spot market price becomes 450, then what will happen? Ram will exercise the option, he will make a profit, and the broker will make a loss of 45 rupees in this particular transaction. On the other hand, if the price is 380, then Ram obviously will not exercise the call option. The broker will get to keep the premium. His profit is 5. If Wipro goes down to 350, Ram will not exercise the option. The broker will still have a profit of 5. If the spot price is also 400, Ram may not exercise the option. The broker will still have a profit of 5. If Wipro becomes 420, then Ram will make a profit of 20 minus 5, which is equal to 15. This is the profit of Ram. That means the broker is going to have minus 15. So over here, the broker is having limited profits, but his losses can be unlimited. So broker is having limited profits and he's having unlimited losses. So this is the payoff diagram for the short. So we can conclude Ram, the long call, feels that the share price will go up. So now we are trying to understand what is the long call thinking, what is the short call thinking. So long call is bullish. He is expecting the prices to go up. If the share price goes up, he can make unlimited profits. If the share price comes down or if it does not change, he will lose only the premium paid. So his losses are limited. The broker, on the other hand, the short call, he feels that the share price will not go up or it will go down. If 400 remains at 400, that means share price has not gone up. If 400 becomes 380, then the share price is going down. So the opposite of going up is not going up and going down. So these are two different things and both of them are important. The opposite of going up is not going up and going down. Both are different things. They are not the same. Not going up means 400 is going to be at 400. Going down means 400 is going to become 380. So the broker is bearish or he is expecting the prices to remain close to where they are. So he's not expecting any kind of massive movement. He's not expecting any kind of positive movement. If this happens, he gets to keep the premium. So that means if the market goes down or it stays the same, the broker will make a profit of 5 and Ram will lose 5. But if the market goes up, the broker will make a loss and the loss can be unlimited. Long call, Ram is having unlimited profit potential, but his losses are limited. For the short call, the broker, the profits are limited. That is, it is restricted to the premium amount only, which is 5 rupees in our case. But he has a risk of unlimited losses. So if you think about it, short call is having more risk and the long call is having more returns. Because the broker is taking more risk or the short call is taking more risk, we pay him the premium.